Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be breaking down the top 10 college football atmospheres. This comes from the Poolside Post where they went ahead and rated 25. We're just going to be breaking down the top 10. So let me know if your team's on here and if you agree with this list. So let's get rolling. For our first entry, coming in at number 10, we're going down south to none other than the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, located in Gainesville, Florida. The Swamp has a capacity at 88,548 and originally opened in 1930. Florida was also one of the first teams to start doing end of the third quarter celebrations. This has really caught on in college football, and theirs is the legendary Tom Petty's "I Won't Back Down" before every fourth quarter. Coming in at number 9, we have a stadium that's home to one of college football's best entrances. When the cannons fly, you know who's coming down the hill. This is Death Valley at Frank Howard Field, home of the Clemson Tigers. The stadium would officially open in 1942 in South Carolina and has a capacity of 82,500. This would be where the Clemson Tigers would have a 40-game home win streak. At number 8, we're headed to the Heartlands for Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. This stadium was originally constructed in 1923 and has a capacity that'll touch over 91,000. Having a very rich tradition, this stadium has been sold out since 1962, leading the NCAA in consecutive sellouts. With an incredible fan base ready to show up no matter who the opponent is and get loud, it's no surprise this makes it to number 8 on the list. Number 7 brings us to Tuscaloosa, Alabama for Bryant Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Originally opened in 1929, it now has a capacity of just over 100,000. With an atmosphere filled with tradition, you hear multiple iconic chants as well as some recognizable songs sung by the crowd, including Dixieland Delight. Number 6 will bring us back to the Big Ten at Michigan Stadium, otherwise known as the Big House. The stadium brings incredible energy every Saturday with a capacity nearly at 110,000. It's the third largest stadium in the world. Our number 5 spot, according to the website, is taken by Michigan arch rival Ohio State. Personally, I believe 5 and 6 could be interchangeable and is a toss-up. But at 5, Ohio Stadium, originally built in 1922 with a capacity of just over 102,000. This is by far one of the loudest stadiums in the country, and especially at night, it's truly a special place to play. Number 4 brings us to Kyle Field, home of the Texas A&M Aggies. This stadium is also just over 100,000 fans and gets the nickname home of the 12th man for how loud the crowd is and how they can have an influence on the football game. The Volunteers will take our number 3 spot with Neyland Stadium. Originally opened in 1921, it now hosts over 100,000 fans. So if you're ready to hear Rocky Top and play in one of the most unpredictable and wild atmospheres, you got it at Neyland. And taking our number 2 spot is Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions. The reason this is one of the most daunting and hardest places to play in the country is it hosts over 106,000 fans. And if your team's lucky enough to play in a whiteout game, be ready to burn timeouts and have false starts. So now before we look at number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions that were left just outside the top 10. Coming in at 19, we have Florida State. 17 would bring us Oklahoma. 16 is Auburn. Texas coming in at 15. Georgia at 14. Wisconsin, Camp Randall at 13, which I'm surprised isn't a little higher. Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies at 12. And a very storied program at number 11 with Notre Dame. So at number 1, we're in Death Valley at Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers. LSU fans are special and bleed football, and this is why Tiger Stadium is one of the loudest in the country. Originally built in 1924, it has a capacity of just over 102,000, and the fans like to show up, selling out nearly every single game. So I'm curious, did you guys agree with Poolside's list of top 10 atmospheres in college football? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what your favorite stadium memory is and the best atmosphere you've been in. With that out of the way, I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.